So, as Mr. Doe said, I'm Taj Gora.
I'm Stanley Hogginson.
And I'm Poppy Plinka.
I'm Gao Chang. I'm Finn Vaughn, sir.
And this is our city of the future, Waterwalla. Waterwalla is placed in the year 2124 in Washington State. It is next to the Pacific Ocean, and we base our city fully off of water. We have water wheels, and these move, and they're powered by the waterfall. And we also have solar panels, and that's our main form of electricity.
Yes, and we are really chopping down on methane products and meat processing. So instead of that, we have bug farms right here, which have like crickets and flies or any sort of bug that you can eat. And then we also have crop towers. The reason we chose those are because bugs are a healthy and packed with protein and are low cost and produce very limited fossil fuels into our air. And our crop towers also, crops are a very sustainable way of just eating without producing any fossil fuels.
Some ways that we produce and save power are with our solar panels. We gain power from the sun. We use our solar panels for that, and then all the energy gets collected in these power buildings here. And then we also get a lot of energy from our waterfall, as Taj said before, with the water wheels. The water wheels spin, and we gain power from the water wheels. And we also have green roofing on all of our residential buildings. So we have all of our apartments here, and we chose apartments because it was a better way of getting a lot of people to live in one space than having multiple homes with just single families in each one. So we wanted to find a way to get a lot of people in one spot. So the green roofs help with saving energy.
And we also have three main districts of our city. As you can see, they're split by the rivers that come through the waterfall. And we have three main types of buildings: residential, commercial, and industrial. So I'll start off with industrial. As you can see, all of these gray buildings scattered along, they are industrial buildings, and they are custom 3D printed at our own school. They all do very different things, from bug farms to water to electricity.
And we also have our residential buildings, commercial buildings, I think, actually, sorry. And those are our hospitals, our schools, our grocery stores, warehouses, any way of the normal way of living life, just the stores that we all need, and they're all there in every district.
Mm-hmm. And we also have an electric train. It's powered by magnets, and it's going across the entire city. So it's one of the main ways of travel because it produces 0 to almost no carbon emissions, and it's very fast and efficient.
Another way of transporting people in our city are these boats, which we call water gondolas. The boats transport people all around the city through the rivers. So it's pretty accessible for people living there.
Yeah, and these parts right here that you can see up front, those the staffs that hold up our rails, are also elevators that can bring them up, so they have a quick and easy way of getting to the trains. And we have 3 boats, each for kind of each district. So maybe you don't want to wait a ton, then they'll come by and they'll pick you up, and maybe there's a different one coming at the right time, and there'll be scheduled times that can go around.
Mm-hmm. And one of our main attractions to our city is the waterfall, hence the name Waterwalla. And it's one of the main ways we get energy, as I've said before, the water wheels. And we have 4 of them, and it's one of the main ways. And this Waterwalla is also a very attractive place to tourists because of the great ocean side and the futuristic city along with the waterfall. So we get many tourists every year.
Yep. And it's kind of a little thing, right?
Yep. Any questions?
Good job. Very nice.
Why should people visit your city as compared to the other 29 cities that are in the audience today?
What we think is very spectacular about our city is the main waterfall, as it powers the entire city, and our entire city is based off of it. So all the electricity is powered by it, and it's truly a magnificent sight to see. So that's why we think it is very good.
And also, since there's no fossil fuel emissions coming up to the air, it is a very clean and recyclable place. So there is a lot of like crops and stuff. You can get food very easily of getting around, and it is very easy to breathe because maybe in some other cities there's a lot of fossil fuel emissions and stuff, and maybe they don't like that. Maybe they're like, oh, it's gloomy out today, or is that just the smoke? And they don't like that, so then they come here into a clean and renewable city. Yeah.
Does the train actually move like that one?
We would like to use our imagination for that.
What is the population of your city? Go. I was asking population, estimated population.
Around 200,000 people, and in each district, I would say like 70,000 people live in each.
Ms. Trudeau?
Working as teams is hard, and I know that this is a really big undertaking. I'm wondering, obviously you succeeded in the end. What were some of the challenges you faced working as a team, and how did you overcome them?
I would say one of our biggest challenges was, I would like to say this, our building. We had to come up with many fast and quick ideas, which led to good problem solving using the engineering design process. So to answer Ms. Trudeau's question, I think the experience was very well thought through, and we all learned a lot from this experience.
And also our scale used to be 1 inch to 20 feet, but we realized like about probably 75% through that was way too small for our city, so we changed it to 1 inch equals 45 feet.
What is the best innovation you think for your city is?
Well, we were really
What is the best innovation?
Oh, the best innovation.
Yeah.
Well, I really think it was our train in our waterfall, because the waterfall is a great way of creating power for our whole city, and our train can just go all over. And I also think our bug farms and our crop towers, because that really limits the methane products. We were really trying to cut down on that because, well, that's just like a pretty big way of emissions going into the air that we do not need.
Yeah, and that's very bad for the environment, and we want our city to be welcoming, so that is why.
Okay, so first of all, is your waterfall man-made or is it natural? And second of all, either way, do you have any plans to like help with the wildlife that are in your river and your waterfall, like the fish, the plants, some of the other bugs and things like that? Like, I'm just curious about that. Great question.
Our waterfall is all natural, so we based our city off of the waterfall, so it's like surrounding it.
What was the other question again?
Like, how are you? Are you worried about the wildlife there? Like, what are you doing to help
Oh, yeah.
protect the wildlife? Because again, I'm worried about like if there's like a dam creating hydropower. You know, I know they have like the salmon cannons in the Pacific Northwest, but do you have any specific plans for that for the city?
Right now, I don't really know.
We had an idea that the outer ring of our city would be all filled with wildlife, coral, fish, starfish, any kind of underground wildlife. And something that we thought was really cool for our city is because it's split into 3 districts and the waterfalls, it separates it as a peace sign to show that we come in peace and we accept all.
And I think that with all the wildlife here, since our city doesn't release much fossil fuel, gas, or anything, I think it would be very beneficial to thriving population of fish and any animals that live there.
Yeah, and we have parts where there isn't any solar panels, and all over here we have nothing there. That is another place that our animals can roam if they want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool to hear about it, but again, I'd like to learn more about your specific plans with the waterfall and wildlife, okay?
It's like you could find the answer within 2 days, maybe.
Oh.
All right, thank you, team. Nice job.
Here's one more
Let's do
question.
one more question.
Yeah, here's one.
What if one of those electric towers knocked down that explode?
Well, we will hope for the best that they don't explode, but if they do, we have enough firefighters, hospital, police, and engineers to help build it back.
Where are they?
These are the yellow buildings, so those will be all of it.
I have one more question. You said your entire city is vegetarian, right? I don't know if you mentioned it here or before. What made you decide on that? The judges may ask you.
Well, we thought it would be better if we cut back on carbon. Yeah, carbon and killing animals just for their meat. So we thought it would be like a good way to not harm the environment around it.
Thank you for listening. This is Waterwalla, the city of the future.
Very good. Good job, kids.